Hello everyone, Juxtaposition here. Today's video will be entitled Imagine. Alright, so it's a story about John Lennon, who I've covered in previous videos. Anyway, we're going to just zero in on this song, Imagine, which came out in 1971, October 1971, produced with Phil Spector's involvement and distributed through Apple Records and Capitol Records, who's the adult supervision in the room. What you should know is that just because the Beatles broke up effectively in 1969 and never performed together again after that rooftop concert that they had in London at Abbey Road Studio on the roof in 1969, doesn't mean that the music stopped. Okay, they didn't work together anymore as a group. They didn't perform together as a whole group. They continued to try to produce music as a solo act, but it was always run through the exact same financial mechanism as before. In other words, RCA and CBS, through their subsidiaries, Capitol Records and Paraphonics and EMI and other machinations, continue to get paid most of the money that come out of John Lennon or come out of Paul McCartney or come out of George Harrison, the Quiet Beatle, or Ringo Starr, whose real name is Richard Starkey. All right, so essentially nothing's really changed. The Beatles break up, but so long as their voices appear on a Jewish-controlled album, the same people are getting paid. That's what you need to know, all right? And the question of whether John Lennon wrote and penned the lyrics for Imagine, I sincerely doubt it. It's not the kind of song that I would think that John Lennon would believe in or conceive of on his own. And no amount of LSD could make Imagine come out of my thoughts. And I don't think John Lennon would have anything to do with Imagine unless somebody explained how maritime law works, right? So let me give you some particulars. Imagine is a song that's attributed to John Lennon. It appeared on his album of the same name called Imagine. It was released in October 1971 in the United States. It was recorded on May 27th, 1971 in England, in Berkshire, England, at his home studio that he had just finished construction of. And the estate that John Lennon was living at the time of this recording is called Tittenhurst Park in Berkshire, England. All right, and Phil Spector was present. They did some additional edits and then cleaned it up, and then it got released later in the year. Like I said, October 1971. It seems like such a beautiful song. Has a beautiful melody. But here's the thing. It's an ugly song. It's everything that we detest. It's one world order. It's mandates. It's COVID. It's the destruction of personal freedom. That's what Imagine's all about. So let me just read you the lyrics, okay? Imagine, supposedly by John Lennon. John Winston Lennon. I don't think he wrote this song. I don't think it's that he is satanic enough to write this song. Okay, here we go. Imagine there's no heaven. That's the opening line. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us, only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Aha, aha. Imagine no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. And no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace Yoo-hoo, oh yo. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger, a brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. Yoo-hoo, oh oh. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us and the world will live as one. End of song. Okay, well, there is a 0 chance that I'm going to follow the meaning of that song. I am, appalled by the song. It's grotesque. It's COVID mandates. It's one world order. It's obedience. It's pacification and control, if you want to get down to it. It's what William Colby would call a pacification and control song. In other words, one world bank, one world clandestine services. You own nothing and you'll be happy. Yeah, if you say so. But you know what? I don't think I will be happy. I don't think that song factors in people's hard work. I don't think that song factors in that people are different. They're not the same. There isn't one world order. There should be tribalism. You should take that song and explode it into 1,000 pieces. The world would be better off if there was diversity. Diversity of religion, diversity of people, diversity of culture, tribalism. The exact opposite of one world bank, of one world order. That's what this song represents. So do I think John Lennon wrote it? No, I don't, because I don't think John Lennon was an evil person. I don't. But that is an evil song. That song is a Bill Gates mandatory vaccine policy for your children. That's what that song is. Okay? Thought you should know. And of course, Alan Klein got paid on that song, and he's a Jewish man from Newark, New Jersey. And he got some money on that. So what have we learned from watching my videos? We learned that the Beatles maybe didn't write all their music, or they didn't prepare their melodies and type up all their lyrics on the back of an envelope. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.